It's a quest story, a young boy's rite of passage. It seemed to have great, strong mythical themes of facing demons, loss of parents, coming to terms with that, interior courage, faith, belief, big classic themes from myths and legends, which always fascinated me when I was a child.
I think Monkey is very honest about all of the realities of life, and that it's not just all, a bowl of cherries, and that you come up against a lot of obstacles and conflict in your life. And I think the character of Beetle really throws her off, because Beetle functions in a very, very different way. And so that kind of frustrates her a little bit. These are two characters that really have nothing in common with each other, and will fight tooth and nail, or she'll fight tooth and nail, and Beetle will kind of just roll over and act silly and aloof. But they have to, in order to survive, they have to kind of come to a meeting of the minds.
What I liked about Beetle when I took on Beetle was my kids' favorite characters in all animated features are the goofball. They love the slapstick comedy. They love the one that does the Charlie Chaplin falls. They love the Buster Keaton of the animated world characters. They never like the main guy. They never like the hero. They always like the goofball that gets the laughs. And so I was like, yes, Beetle's perfect for me.
The biggest surprise, I think, were the set buildings and, the puppets. Like, puppet here, they can actually move, and they're so good and they're so lifelike when you touch them and feel them. I mean, I did the tour today and it was just so good, Like, you see how much work goes into all of this film, and, you think you've got the hardest job, saying these words right, but these people, like, they're the talent, really, aren't they?
It looks amazingly Japanese. The culture has been captured, and in talking with the filmmakers, they themselves have absorbed in the Japanese culture. You see a little bit of the Kurosawa movies, Seven Samurais, Yojimbo. Those block prints are called ukiyo-e, which means the floating world. And it has that floating quality. It's a minimalist art. It captures the essence of the landscape or the interior of a house, and reduces that down to its essential shape and form. And so that's what you see in the visuals. It's really a Japanese film, capturing the Japanese sensibilities as well as the Japanese culture.